What is that up there? I also have like a gut feeling we're in the range of overthinking now. But with this game, that's not an unsafe thing to do. It must all be hearing? It must be hearing? What do you mean? Oh, for this. Hearing instead of herring? Right, yeah. Barons must be the multiple busts. Why is it not March of the Counts, then? No. I mean, you are right, it is plural, but it should be counts then. I tried putting only just one count. There's so many ways you can interpret this. How many sections of busts? Well, are we counting these big ones? If so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Otherwise, 5. My brain too smooth. I'm just quiet because I'm thinking, like... yeah, I've also been thinking, what if red is actually the one you want to focus and black is ignore? Which is why I tried 1, 1, 2, 1. 1 queen bust, 1 lord, 2 barons, 1 major. Didn't do anything. This is a noodle scratcher, man. This one do be a noodle scratcher. I already counted the queens, lord, barons, and major. It's 1, 1, 2, 1. I tried that already. Nada. Two, 4, 1, 1. Red indicates the order. That indicates the incorrect order. 2411. Nada. What is horchata? I feel like I've had that before. Does it have to be multiple numbers? I mean, we don't know. There's no, like, because it's not a digital lock. It doesn't have, like, you know, room to input 4 numbers or something. Try just the number of counts? What do you mean, just 4? Just the number 4? It was not the number 4. Try boobs? Let's try. Boob. Was it not boob? Boobs. Not boobs. We could try Kai's. It was not 034, no. 0304? Nope. Bulgarian goes through this all as 2 gems. I suspect what's going to be in there is another red letter. And perhaps a gem. Does this have something to do with the library? What's the arrow by the R? Oh, I didn't notice that before. Oh, wait, it's my mouse cursor. It's moving around. It has to have the answer. I don't think it has anything to do with the magnifying glass. There's nothing that even like looks sketchy on it. You're not opening open Sesame? Mm. I don't know. I don't know. I've tried so many combinations of things. When other red notes are false, I don't know if that's true. It's notes on red paper that's false. Not red ink is false. Right? All notes are red on paper. Ugh. You tried for the black titled book? Where? There's no names on these books. Unless it's a book we can check out in the library, but I don't think that was one of them, was it? Or you're gonna literally go check. No. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Fixed Stars, Swimbird. I mean, the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington might have something about that because it's Reddington, but like I don't think I've seen a single book that has an actual like words or title or anything on the spine in this room. Nada. Something like I haven't clicked in here. That panel next to the pointing hand, does that have anything on it? No, there's nothing on it. I can't interact with it either. My serious loot's theory, but the tiniest thing added. I mean, just say it, right? People have been suggesting stuff. As long as you're not one of the people that looked up the answer. I've already tried codes from different suggestions. What's your stab at it? You think it's the queen chess piece? What about it though? Like, what do you want me to do with it? Oh, add that to your numbers. So it'd be 2, 4, 1, 2, 1. No. It's 2 queens, 4 counts, 1 lord, 2 barons, 1 major. Nada. I haven't seen anything else to interact with here. Except everything, all the stuff we already have. This picture, obviously we already like zoomed in on it and shit. Is she considered a queen?
Oh yes, Daddy.
Revelio.
Ah. Of course. All women are queens, okay. Change what though? Wait, Ted, I'm waiting. Did the codes on the other saves relate to anything specific? The only other one we've solved had a picture of Christmas in it, so it was 1225. What is the note again? That is the note. It's usually something you interact with, so maybe it's nothing to do with the note. Maybe. I mean, what's the point of the note then? It relates to the bus. You have an idea? Okay. Bro, I think that's what the fuck Dave was saying. That's way too obscure, dude. I mean, I may be right. Like anything works, but like what? I mean, then the fact that there's 5 types of busts and 5, you know, like figures of these books, there's gotta be something, right? And the busts are 100% represented by the type of book name and stuff. March of the Count. One, two, three, four, five. March is a cadence and count has 5 letters. It is not that. Y5235. Oh, I tried that already. The letters of the words of the blue one, right? Of the black one. Yeah, I tried that. Tried that already. Oh, Jeddick says, I have no idea. Not I have an idea. I've been waiting for him to type. I don't think this has anything to do with color. I wish. Not the red black here, but specifically like the red books and yellow books and stuff, because it's just too inconsistent. Like, is this pink or red? You know what I mean? In counts. That thing catches my eye. There's one of them here, too. Again, I don't know if it fucking means anything. There's these 2 vases here. 2 boxes. A planet thing, a planet thing. Pretty sure the only thing that matters is much of the count, but which one is the count? I think the count is this one, right? First of all, his hair looks like a fucking vampire, but I think the count is this one, which is why it's on top of the safe, and it's the marked the black one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, of him. Is there anything else in other rooms? Oh, I mean, there's tons of stuff in other rooms. Nothing directly related to this room outside of the conference room, which said to put all the notes after the conference in the safe. And then there was a safe code on a red paper, which means it was false, but we still tried all combinations of those 4 digits for fun. It's only the one big one, yeah. Have you input the raw books counts next to him? I have, but I don't know if I counted them properly. Because there's situations like this. Like, is this 1 or 2 books next to each other? And then also, if we include this one, which books do we include? You know? That was like the first thing I thought of, like, count the books. The graphic is not, like, obvious enough for it seems to me. For it to be that. Could be wrong, though. There's 1 big one, 3 small ones. March is 3 and it's 3 small statues, busts, right? Yeah, I mean, I tried a couple of things with March, but 2 of the numbers should be 3. Oh 0301. We tried 0303, I think. Wait, what? We 100% tried 0303. Okay, it was 0303. No, hold up. I'm not going to go back in the VOD now. But we 100% tried it. Like, I guarantee it. Because we tried... It's when whoever suggested... I'm curious when we tried it. It was whoever suggested March the first time. No, we tried 03 for March and then something else. Maybe it was 4 for all 4 busts. I think we might have tried 0304 because we counted the big bust. We found a 4 and an 8, right? That puzzle was a little, and it makes sense, right? But there's a little question mark with the small busts versus big. Let me add this. The first letter we had was first red letter we had was a 4. I think, yeah, 4 with a circle around it. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands involving the police and allowing the unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as anyone could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear back from us again, once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited. Given the circumstances, hopefully you will not be careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You're already more than generous in accommodating and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to your initial note, it became apparent to us that there have been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited about the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you that was never any tangible danger. If you gave any impression that we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only to the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choice might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you will listen when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered in that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters were entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and you are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. And you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous X. Okay. Now I can leave and not be tormented by the answers of the puzzle. Well, envy him about leaving. And the letter itself was March 3rd, right? Yeah, March 3rd. Alrighty then. Cool. Get the keys from the safe? What do you mean, what keys? Oh. That's a play. Chat, this was a gem. I picked up a gem. There's a little gem on a stand, just like there was in the other safe. Okay. What else did we want to do? Because this run is bricked in terms of progression, but there's still a couple of things we can do. Specifically, turning off the water in the greenhouse, we should try with our remaining steps. Already turned it off in the pool. It's just money again. And we already took all the painting notes so far. Courtyard, pump room, bedroom, closet. We did this puzzle and you break the run? Yeah. I don't think there was anything else we wanted to try or that we could try or do in this run so far. We could try the time safe again, but it's probably past due at this point. All right. Tomorrow's November 21st. I think. Okay, let's go to the pump. The Legend of the Rent was way past due. I'm Ron Burgundy?